Well, it is our weekly Coffee with Coach segment. Brian Lindgren, good enough to give us some time here. All right, so break this down for me, because you head to Corvallis, you've had experience in this conference, but I don't know how many people realize that your relationship with Jonathan Smith goes way, way back. Take me to the roots of how you guys met.
I met him first when I was at the University of Idaho. I was just finishing up as a quarterback. He came in as the quarterback coach. He didn't actually coach me. But I hosted a couple players that they ended up signing, and we kind of kept that relationship going. And you know, he was a coordinator at Montana. I was at Northern Arizona. He was at Boise State, so I got to kind of share some thoughts. And then the last couple of years when I was at Colorado, he was at Washington. You know, we would share ideas every now and then, and talk a lot in the off season just about the different opponents that we were facing and defenses in the league. And got a chance to hang out up at Lake Coeur d'Alene in the summer with him and his family, and yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed getting to know him.
It's a long throw from the far hash. This thing's going sideways here. That makes sense? Coming off the ball.
All right, so what's that initial phone call? Because I think people realize this, that the coaching world is fairly small. So what's it like when he gets the call and realizes that he's going to be the head coach here? He calls you, I would imagine, fairly quickly. What's that conversation like? Yeah,
it was pretty informal initially. You know, he said, "Hey, I think I might have a chance at this thing. Would you be interested?" And I said, "Yeah. I mean, if you end up getting it, yeah, that would be something that would interest me and my family. We grew up in the Northwest, and he kind of shared his initial thoughts for his vision for this place and kind of what life would like be working underneath him, and it seemed pretty appealing. We always used to joke about that. Hey, if you got a head coach job, you know, that would be kind of cool, right? Would you ever want to do that? And he wasn't even actually sure, I think, last summer about the head coach thing, and in this situation, I think going back to his alma mater was pretty appealing.
You look at some of the statistical numbers, and offensively, this team has been doing some good things in terms of total points, total yards, rushing yards. Obviously, the rushing attack's been pretty effective, but really in the top 3 or 4 in the conference. What's the best moment that you've seen from your guys on the football field so far?
You know, I really felt like it was at Ohio State, and it was early in that game, and we were down 7-0. I think it was the second drive of the game. Jake, our starter, went down, and we had the backup quarterback come in, and we put together a big drive early in that game to make it 7-7. And I felt like, you know, those guys were really excited about scoring that touchdown, tying the game in that environment against, you know, a top 5 team in the country. And I think right there, those guys really kind of bought in, you know, really to what we were doing on offense as far as the scheme, and hey, this stuff, we like what we're doing, and from then I felt like the guys have been playing with a lot of confidence.
Coach, appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.